What's going on YouTube? And if you always wondered how to pronounce the name that I go by is AJ Quillen, because some people might find it a little bit difficult, which is understandable because it looks kind of weird and it might be hard to pronounce. We have the Teamwolf Ultralight, the Ultra, the Ultralight. We have the Teamwolf Ultra Lightweight. It's an optical pro gaming mouse with a speed flex cable, sensor lurker, MK101, whatever all of that is. It's a pretty small mouse. The length is 104, the width is 61, and the height is 37. So I don't know. I'm gonna say this is a fingertip grip mouse, but I could be wrong. But for the switches, it's using Omron 50Ms, which people wouldn't consider to be like the switch to use, especially because like the whole double clicking and all that. But that's what they decided to go with here. And then this is a wired mouse too as well, so we'll have to see like if it actually has, it doesn't have any latency issues or anything like that. But let's go ahead and unbox this, see what we got here. It's a pretty cool box. It got a little messed up in the shipping, it looks like, but it doesn't look like too big of an issue. Let's see what we got. Oh, it has 2 pieces of tape on here. Imagine I like mess up the mouse pad that I just got. I don't think so though. All right. Wow, this is really hard. This is not opening that easily, even though I took the tape off. Okay, so yeah, the box is pretty cool. Not a bad box. This logo looks like something from like a shoe. I can't think of what the shoe is, but it's like a basketball player's shoe, like the brand or something. I can't remember though. That logo. That's what it looks like. Okay, so this is the mouse here. They got it pretty all this plastic. Okay. The shiny red button. Shiny red button here. Put plastic on the cable. Okay, it is pretty light. It actually kind of feels like nothing. Here we got the manual, whatever. We'll probably need that though, since the mouse probably won't have software. But honestly, for the most part, I actually prefer mice that don't have software, so that's okay. But these are like some really, off the focus. These are some really small side buttons. And me personally, I like bigger side buttons. Like I'm cool with like G403 type side buttons, like huge side buttons compared to smaller ones. But then I don't know, I would still prefer this over, let's say, like the Razer Viper. Those side buttons are like inside the mouse, so these I would consider even better than those, because at least they're not inside the mouse. They're at least outside the shell. The scroll wheel doesn't feel too bad. I mean, it has like light steps to it, very light steps, but it's like nothing too serious. It's already like getting fingerprints on it somehow. I've rarely touched it. And the DPI button is pretty hard to press down. You have to put a lot of tension on this just to get it to press. But the scroll wheel is like really, it's not bad, but it doesn't have very many steps to it. And the clicks, if you can hear them. Here's the mouse button 1 and 2. Omron 50Ms. They don't sound like that great, but they're not bad. Then we got a mouse button 4 and 5. So, and then this is the DPI button. Not too bad. It's pretty solid. Let me see. You can make it creak though in certain places, like right down here, somewhere around here. You can. This creaks right here, yeah. So you can push in on it, and it will creak. Like right here, you can actuate the DPI button, even though you're not actually pushing it. And then I saw a review saying that the buttons kind of like touch each other, which could be an issue for some people, but I don't think I'll have really a problem with that. But I mean, overall, it still seems like really, well built. It's pretty sturdy. I wanted to try this mouse originally, but it was a lot harder to get. But it was like from a different company, and it was called the Cox CM600. But the shipping was a little expensive, so I just never decided to get it. But now this is supposed to be like the better one, so we might as well, especially since it has a 3389. It seems just about good to me to finally test it. But it's light. It's a fingerprint magnet. It has like regular feet to me, in my opinion. Nothing too special here. Like, I mean, it moves, but it's it's probably not gonna be too much. I'm surprised they put plastic on this. Why would they do this? And they put this on here as well too. It's kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen a mouse company put plastic on the wire before. Maybe they're just trying to be really overprotective here. Even though on the thing, I mean, some mouse companies do this as well too, but the mouse shouldn't have any RGB, I would assume. But we got this. The cable feels nice. It's pretty thin too as well. Plug it in. Okay, see, so no RGB at all, but it's pretty light. Yeah, the box is in the way, but I mean, it moves, and I'm rarely touching it. It moves, so I mean, the mouse feet don't seem too bad. It's really light though, so you can like claw. Like I have really big hands. Like this is probably how I would hold it when I'm playing. So I'd try to go for a fingertip grip, so I would hold it like this. But if I needed to, I would probably go for a claw and go for this. But honestly, this is gonna be a little bit of a reach. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of small, but I like smaller mice, so I'll just have to test it and see if my hand cramps or anything like that. But it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. I like the scroll wheel and how it feels. I've definitely tried worse before, and the side buttons, they're okay. There's not really much pre-travel or post-travel. It's like very little. It's like pretty like it actuates pretty quickly because they're like really small. Like it's kind of hard to see it, but like it like it's pretty good. Side buttons. But there's really not much to say about this mouse, It's a pretty simple mouse. There's not much to it, but for some people who might want a shape like this will probably be worth it, The specs are good, but the mouse switches could definitely be better. 60 Amrons kind of outdated as of now, but everything else seems pretty solid. And then I would probably say like obviously like the mouse button 1 and 2, they can work on that since apparently they rub together. And then like this DPI button, it's kind of hard to press in. You have to put a lot of tension down on it. They could probably improve on that as well. But yeah, this is just a first initial impressions in the unboxing. It's pretty simple. It's the packaging, a huge piece of plastic, whatever you want to call that, right there. Then a little booklet that tells you what to do. Then just the back of the box. It's pretty simplistic. You can get this on Amazon for like $46. And it, at least for me, it shipped pretty quickly as well too, which was good. It's one of the another reasons what made me get it. Okay, that just happened. But yeah, these are the scuffed. I'll be working on these for surely. I'm working on these like one step at a time, so stuff like that doesn't happen. But yeah, this is the Teamwolf Ultra, and I'll be testing it out to see how good it is and if it's worth it at all, considering people aren't even trying to use wired mice anymore. They're just trying to go wireless. So I'll see, because I like smaller mice. So I'm definitely gonna give this one a try though, and stay tuned for the next video because we have more coming. Peace and have a good day.